jealous nobody. You tell me don't keep no envy. You tell me do good, so that good will follow you. You tell me hold my head up high. No one let them who jealous I. You tell me stand strong as a lion. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies. Jump on me enemies. Jump on you. Jump on she. Jump. Everybody. Jump on them until they dead. Mama. Know why I'm strong as a lion. No oppressors can't keep me down. I'm not afraid. I'm not going to run. I'm gonna stand right here and face bitter season. You tell me be away from hypocrites, all of them who know my secrets. You tell me it's them, only them, who can reveal it. And if I make a little mistake, I'm not conscious, man, is that I make. Just correct me, don't pull me down, don't press me on the ground. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong, brother man. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies. Jump on me enemies. He want me jump on you. Jump on you. Jump. Everybody jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead.
Where did it be?
I gone now.
Well, Papa, that's where he gone. So as he gone, we now begin. It's 10 minutes after 8 o'clock in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think it's the 25th day of this month. Will this month be again? June? Yeah, June. Imagine this, eh? Man, Glasgow been here the day before yesterday, and tonight is open for him again. Good evening, Mr. Glasgow.
Good evening to you, Kingsley, and good evening to all the listeners of WeFM. It's nice to be with you yet another final Tuesday.
Yes.
Like Kingsley said, the time is flying so fast.
Yeah, the day before yesterday we were here.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
So that tells us, Kingsley, that we are getting old.
Well,
Yes, it's old. We're getting fast.
for those people who see me on Facebook, Glasgow said we getting old. I cut off about 20 years today. I had a haircut. I don't know how to take a haircut. You know?
I was
That
not
doesn't-
going to say Kingsley look like a young.
but that doesn't change the fact that, you know,
No, I might.
age.
When they say you might get old in your face, but still young in your ways. Yeah.
Yes, so it's nice to be back. All you wonderful. I think the WeFM listeners are some of the best Vincentians.
Definitely.
And
And I could tell you why, Sister Glasgow. They find different ways to reach out to me and say, "Man, he abandoned me last night," like a guy, rough with his car, him rat. He said, "What, man? I'm till I see. I say, man, I wasn't feeling 100%. I get some phone call left, right, and center.
Yes.
But not from Canada, though. Nobody come from Canada.
Really?
Yeah. I was surprised.
Really? That's surprising. Yeah. So it's good to be in your living room, in the bars, the small shops, wherever you are, in the police station, in the little guard booth, all of you. We are happy to be with you. And as usual, the program is your program. All you have to do is to keep it clean. Know that we will not be tolerating, disrespect.
Well, I promise tonight to speak from now until 10, and because I have a topic that I want to discuss. But if the atmosphere change, I might take some call. But here we're up in Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to see if you could tell me. Could you tell me who is the Minister of National Security and Legal Affairs?
I thought it used to be the Prime Minister.
I think it's still the Prime Minister. Yes. Do you off the back of your head from your stretch of imagination understand the function of the DPP?
Well, I think I understand very well. The DPP has a lot of power.
Yes.
As it relates to criminal matters, in this country.
Yes.
The DPP determine whether a matter live or die. Yes. That's my understanding.
Yeah, but Glasgow, you and I have been around for a while, and subject to correction, I found out through the DPP office, and the whole at the time was Colin Williams. You think we are better off in terms of our knowledge based on Colin Williams' performance as DPP?
Well, I think as we as things evolve,
mm-hmm.
naturally, we ought to be able to learn.
Yes.
From past experience. Yes. and so on. So I think definitely we have.
I agree with you because most of us would remember who is always that when NDP was in office, we had one office with two occupants. One person was DPP and one person was the Solicitor General. I can remember our neighbor, Carl Joseph. Yeah, and not until Ralph Gonsalves became Prime Minister, Minister of Legal Affairs, he transferred the offices into individual persons. And we had a DPP called Roger Gaspard from Trinidad who did an excellent job. And then Colin surprised a lot of people because I can remember a doctor, lawyer who is now deceased, when Colin was suggested to become DPP, he made some remarks that was unkind, but Colin Williams came and proved, and as you say, the way he functioned as DPP, we did understand the importance and the function of the office of the DPP. When the Prime Minister was accused of misbehaving in public office, okay, Colin Williams was the DPP, and we know that a lot of people played politics with the issue, and they suggested because Ralph Gonsalves and Colin Williams had a relationship through the Prime Minister's legal office. But I am proud to say that from looking out, and because Glasgow say I hear good skin lawyer, so I think that I was impressed with when Colin sat as DPP. And the reason why I'm asking you that, but I have another question to ask you. Last open forum, we spoke briefly about Adrian King, and the court decided that they were going to see the matter, and you and I were very happy. You have any thoughts on what took place recently where the Honorable Magistrate, Mr. Boller, decided to hear the arguments and he make a good summary and he pointed his fingers at the prosecutor, pointed his fingers at the defense attorney and all the persons, and he stayed the matter and via the newspaper and other people, agencies, we understand that the current DPP is going to appeal the magistrate decision to put back in the matter against Adriana King. And I'll be honest with you, Glasgow, I have not been in the same post. I'm a bit disturbed because 3 years, it's 3 years that she's only collecting half salary. And I felt relieved that when the magistrate decided what he was going to do, I said, well, this is an opportunity for the quality teacher to go back to her job. And I was disappointed when I heard via the media that the DPP office decided to put back in the case. But you notice, me and Glass didn't say who the DPP is. We say DPP office because it's a combination of people who have their thoughts there. So when you make your commentary last week about Adrian King, are you disappointed that the magistrate did what he had? Are you disappointed what the DPP officers do?
I maintain, Kingsley, I'm going to stay right on track what I said the last time. And you're talking about 3 years.
Yes.
You know, and there is a popular saying that justice delay
is denied.
Is justice denied.
Yes.
And 3 years for
a summary charge.
I would call it a simple matter.
Yeah, because hey, if you are convicted, you have to have a fine. There's no imprisonment. It's a summary charge. I mean, we're not condoning what was alleged done by Adriana King when they say, in so many words, she prevented the Prime Minister from going to his officers to Parliament. Okay, charges brought the matter, but 3 years, Glasgow, is a long time. You know?
Yes, it is too long. And as you said, you know, this the individual in the meantime is suffering.
Yes.
You know, because they are living on half pay.
Yeah.
You know, so all of that has to be taken into consideration to deal with the matter, you know, speedily. And 3 years is a long, long time.
Yeah, I want to note something here for the listeners. Glasgow is related to Adriana King, okay? And you have to applaud him for his maturity that he's taken on this view. Well, you may say, but all the come prepared? Yes, I spoke to Glasgow sometime last week and I told him that this situation is bothering me and we're going to speak about it briefly. And so I applaud you for your maturity in dealing with this, Glasgow, because like I say, we grew up in the same area and me and she don't see eye to eye with the politics, but somebody just out of a job for 3 years.
And it's not, as you said, because she's my niece.
Yes.
A wonderful niece of mine who love her uncle dearly, and so I love that niece.
Yes.
And if it was anybody else, I would have been the same position because justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah, and it begs me to wonder. And I have to be very mindful of how I spread me. But Glasgow said his good skin, so I just try to be prepared. I wonder what avenue or what the DPP office consider when they decide to put an appeal against Magistrate Barra's position where he say the matter should be stayed. Well, anybody who has any legal expertise, Kamal was making an inquiry. He wants to know when the magistrate say it is stayed, what he or she meant when they sit as magistrate, okay? So we hoping somebody from a league. I hope my friend Beck will meet your call because he's legally trained. And so somebody may say Glasgow. You ask Glasgow earlier, who is the Minister of National Security, Minister of Legal Affairs? And then an inquiring mind will say, I wonder who suggests the appointments of magistrates, DPP, if the Minister of National Security does that. And they will say that Glasgow because they want to employ, give the impression that there is interference from the government to the legal and judicial. So there's no evidence to suggest that, okay? So don't entertain that thought. Even you have it, straight out the window because there's no evidence to suggest that's happened. But we have to wonder what the DPP office is thinking when they decide to put back in a matter where somebody is charged with a summary offense. And according to the law, Glasgow, this matter should have been disposed 9 months ago. Now it is going to 3 years. And I'm making no apology. I'm totally disturbed about this whole situation. people may say, but Kingsley, do it have public interest? Yes, I'm reading it because I think that some young person is being rights is being infringed on as far as I'm concerned. Because 9 months, this matter should be disposed of. The DPP feel that our office has the authority and could demonstrate, and the DPP office appears to have some level of impartiality and independence. That's how the office should function. But if you sit down and you're wondering, who suggested the appointment? Then you may come to a particular conclusion, and your conclusion may be wrong. I don't think that the DPP office is trying to please any particular minister, but then you have to make an inquiry why and what thoughts the office of the DPP gave in why they decided to put back in the matter against Adrian and King. So that topic is the one I have on my mind. And if you want to comment, you could send us your WhatsApp at 457-9997. And I want to make another statement, and I'm going to refer to Papi Oliver. He sang a song, He been singing a song what they call Mystery Name, Mystery the Home and Clear Container. I can never forget that. It's somebody I know long time, Glasgow. I've known Papi Oliver. I tried to build a relationship with Papi over the years just to be his friend. I think I'm successful with that. But a couple of months ago, he called here and made a statement that I was very offended about legal counsel. And yes, Papi, I just see your name show up and I does not take your call. I'm giving you an open invitation to call back the program. But here what happened? The topic you want to spoke, what you spoke on your last time, we're not going to entertain you on that particular topics. If you can do that, you can call the program and my technician here will monitor you. And if he thinks that you're going out of board, we will cut you off. So I'm giving you the opportunity to call the program because I know that you have some information. I know that you are a quality person, you're a culture man, and you don't necessarily have to speak on what is taking place, what the fiction taking place between you and your counsel, whoever. Okay? So that's something I wanted to do. And I think I get that off my chest. Glasgow, anything that you want to speak about at the open forum?
Well, I think, Kingsley, if we don't talk about this, then we would be, doing serious injustice.
Maybe cricket?
Yes. I think really this whole night should be all about what took place at Annisville. I think, the organizing.
You talking about the transformation, the cricket and everything?
Oh, yes. I think
But you're not going to say that we have underdogs team who played if cost of 38 million EC, right?
Anybody who said that and
should take a beating.
Yes, because clearly Australia is not an underdog.
Definitely not.
Team,
What underdog beat them?
South Africa, Afghanistan certainly isn't.
Well, they only way to higher things.
Oh yes. So for who said that? Well, even the teams
proven wrong.
Has proven them wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is unfortunate. Kingsley.
Somebody may say him. Kingsley, so that's a young Glasgow know who. We know who said so. But in the name of not being sued, we're not gonna call a name. Yeah, because I got threatened already, and I go say with the threat, but can't even name call him. Yeah. He know who he is though. And I know he understand. Yeah.
Yes, it's unfortunate, that we would have gone down that road.
Yes.
As I said, with all the positive things, we have to commend the government first for the infrastructure, the work that was done.
Yeah, but Glasgow, that is a fair statement because I was down at the cricket and I saw the elected MP for, is it East Kingston? And the Prime Minister was sitting in the opposite side and he shouted off, we look good there, trying to get the Prime Minister's attention. So the Prime Minister, so smart as a politician, he allowed him to make this statement 3 times. Then the president say, you go pay for that, you know? And then we have Dr. Friday in the other part, I say watch politics there. Some aspect of the NDP could say,
We looking
we
good.
looking good. But another aspect of the NDP say, oh, we shouldn't invest that kind of money in that business. You can imagine that?
We remember, and if it wasn't for Argyle International Airport, remember that there was going to be no light at Annisville.
Yes.
So we would not have had
What took place recently?
what took place.
Because that kind of lighting infrastructure would not have been given permission because of the operation of the
The
then
airport.
Iti Airport. Yes.
And I was wondering, because that it was being said, but when you look at the effect,
Yes.
that the light is having in that whole area, you understand.
Yeah, I just find out by the airport and find anything like that. Was how bright like they will be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Watch
so-
infrastructure. But when you look at infrastructure of Glasgow, it is encouraging to see where we are from where we was. And you see, but let me say good evening to Elson Crick. Elson Crick is the person who I force her to say, build the airport and they will come. We see the airport, we see that infrastructure improving. We have Sanders down there. We have Maya Suites. We have the Holiday Inn out at Diamond and other infrastructure. I happen to drive somebody from the European Union and they say, King, they see that port that's going to finish months before it is scheduled for.
When I look at the support from the Vincentian public
Without a West Indies team being playing here.
with the underdog teams.
Yes. According to our friends.
Okay. Yeah. Unbelievable,
Yes,
Kingsley.
yes.
After one last night, I don't think anybody moved.
Guys, you could imagine if West Indies team was playing a match here. Like tonight.
Yeah.
Since last night, they played for the following.
Oh.
I remember when they had the teams play coming here. I tried to get to the Annisville playing the field. It's 5 o'clock. I get to the field and he see them now full of people,
Yeah.
And the match started to he said, I said,
Yeah.
boy, look at that support.
Yes.
And when I look at what development is taking place, we have to admit it might be a costly investment, but it will pay benefits in the future.
Listen, I have a what you call a Fire TV, Kingsley.
Mhm.
And on that TV, I was able to get the cricket
Mhm.
from 3 places:
Yes.
Sky Sports, Willow Sports, and 10 Sport.
And you hear Glasgow.
These are Pakistan. Well, Sky Sport, we know England.
But Glasgow, you're making sense. So let me tell you something. We can't pay for them kind of advertisement,
Okay. I'm finished.
We can't pay for them kind of advertisement,
Finished.
No wonder the tourism product has been showing tremendous improvement. If you see the amount of ships listed to come to St. Vincent between April, November this year and April next year, and you could bet if one more come because of the advertisement, mission accomplished. I mean, whether you don't like Ralph Gonsalves or you don't support ELP, there are things happening in St. Vincent and Grenadines that you have to applaud.
Lots of positive things are
Exactly.
happening in this country, Kingsley. And those who fail to accept that,
Something wrong with the head.
they're burying their heads in the
Yes,
sand.
sir.
And that is unfortunate. Yeah?
Yes.
What took place at Annisville, I make sure Kingsley, I went and watched the first. I could have gone all the games,
Yes.
but I had to be there for history, the first light.
Yes.
I went and I was there. And I was there last night
Yes.
to watch the final one.
Yes.
It was a tremendous experience.
Well, Glasgow, it was so organized, right? I got a job from the airport. And the person is what we would say. Not an ordinary person. So when I reached by the entrance to go down to the playing field, I indicate for the police that I want to go left. The police said to me, Kings, you can't go down there. The person took out something in my VVP. the police say, Kingsley, you going to take him down? I said, yes. It was so organized, yeah, that a spectacle took place in St. Vincent and every single Vincentian should be proud of what took place, because I think that we will get better, better, and better. I am so impressed with the development of Annisville playing field, now they call it the Annisville complex. It's really tremendous. And as Glasgow say, if you want to be upset and bury your head in the sand and say something ain't happening, let me remind you, Camilo Gonsalves, with the Minister of Finance, said, soon after Vinci March 2024, work will be started on the northern side of the then Ity Joshua Airport. What I could tell you, I drove 2 ports today who are already in and on the ground to start put infrastructure in place. So there will be a acute referral hospital being built, brand new one, where any people's going to be the one where they couldn't tell the party to put it in West George. I mean, the development is taking place. When we have Gonsalves and the European made a statement a few years ago, so that they were on the cost of an economic takeoff, that was really right. But that, as you said earlier, them things take time. It's a process and it's a project, individual project. And for people to say that nothing is happening in St. Vincent and Grenadines, something wrong with you guys. And I was listening to Colin Graham today, and he was pointing out some of the plans that the NDP have to deal with the issue of. I actually called in, and he was making sense. But Glasgow, you know, he defeated his own purpose. When he come into the end of the program, he said, what is the problem to deal with the issue of crime? We must remove Gonsalves as Minister of National Security. I said, Colin, I said, Colin, your presentation was sung, but you're so obsessed with Ralph Gonsalves that you I mean, I can't understand these people. And so the answer for the success for Colin Graham, you must get rid of Ralph Gonsalves. But I don't think that is going to happen if they continue to do what they continue to do all the time, just oppose. But Fitz, we got up on tape and they say, we look good down here. And Ralph so smart, Ralph playing here, we say, and he repeat it 3 times.
We looking good.
We looking good. Can never forget that. I hope I could coin a song for that.
Yeah. Don't
be surprised.
It will.
I think Pat is listening and you might do that.
That mix will be coming.
That mix is coming.
You don't be surprised. Kingsley, we have to give credit where credit is due. In St. Vincent, we are very famous for negative. Yeah, nothing wrong with negative criticism.
But it must be constructive.
Yes, it must be. It must be helpful.
Yes.
It must be to uplift.
But that is why I tell Colin today that he defeated his own purpose, because he made some excellent point where we should do and how we should tackle the issue of criminality, crime, and the drugs. Yes. But when he come and do that, he say, "Hey, remove Ralph Gonsalves as the answer." I said, "But this man's crazy."
I said negative criticism. It must not be negative, as you said. It must be constructive. Yeah. Nothing wrong with constructive criticism. It must be constructive. Is to uplift.
Yes.
Is to do better. Is to make better. But when it's negative, it's all about pulling down. Yes. It's not about making it better. It's not about seeing that it go in a different direction. It is just about pulling down. And that is what we are very good at, Kingsley. You would do 100 good in terms of...
Well, Beckett, have a song with Hezzy, quiet and look what you do. You make one mistake.
Yeah, and that is what,
they say beat him down to the ground.
We come and we start pointing out the little wrong.
Yes.
We point that out. And we never praise for all the good, that you would have done to make this thing, what we recognize is that little fault.
Yes.
And we start, talking about the fault that is there and not the good, all those good things that was done. We are very good at that in this country.
25 minutes on to 9 o'clock in St. Vincent and Grenadines. Tonight's program is currently sponsored by Basil's Bar. It is being transmitted on WFM, and the views expressed here are not those of Basil's Bar and WFM. You can call us at 457-9997. You can send us your WhatsApp and same number and be a part of tonight's forum. You can speak to any topic, as Glasgow said earlier. Try to keep it clean and constructive. So we just take a break, and we have a call. So we go straight to the call and see what this person is saying. Is it familiar territory? Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Kingsley. Your upgrade look better than Annisville Sporting Complex. You look like a young fella.
yeah, Max, I cut off about 20 years today. When I look at myself and say, boy, you look like your own Sunday boy. I say, wow.
I had to turn my phone side and I say, boy, the body sound like Kingsley, boy, man, look extra handsome. And your co-host name, pleasant good night to your co-host. I forgot it. What is his name?
Wendell Glasgow.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Mr. Glass.
And pleasant good night to you.
Yeah, but before you go, Max, he asked me his names. Wendell Glasgow, aka the ULP defender. Right, go ahead.
ULP defender. Okay, well. Tonight me call for give ULP some credit,
Well, that's nice.
Me call from Boom last week Monday. You know, I work for the federal government of the United States.
How do you made that point? And Boom,
and our lead engineer, I'm the number 3 in charge electrician in the whole facility.
Mm-hmm.
And every 3 Mondays we just have a meeting of what we did and have any ongoing plans.
Before you go on though, I have a message for you. Your partner artist every time good evening.
Tell him I say pleasant good evening.
I think he listening. I think he listening.
Yeah. As he good evening, my friend. Good evening. No, I just want to put it out there. I was a critic of the money that was spent at Annisville. I say, boy, when I spend so much money for other money could spend elsewhere.
Yes.
And one of my questions was, how are we going to maintain the tar light pole? Well, my answer was, when they had the thing on the side, the answer, man, I feel good about that. But what I call to give praises about, our lead engineer in the facility is from Bangladesh. And every time people hear me talk, they say, Max, you from Jamaica? I say, no, I'm from St. Vincent. It's like Jamaica, but better.
Yeah.
I take the opportunity to let people know it's like Jamaica, but better. I mean, I vex them think me a Jamaican. I say it's like Jamaica, but better.
Yeah.
We have 32 islands. We have what Jamaica have, but we have a times 32. We have black sand beach, pink sand beach, white sand beach. We have waterfall. We have volcano.
Everything.
But not only that, I just advocate for St. Vincent everywhere I go. But the Bangladesh engineer happened to be watching Bangladesh play cricket in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And when the man see the advertisement, they have any beautiful, picturesque scenery behind Annisville Sporting Complex. The man and his family going St. Vincent for October.
Mm-hmm.
That was the conversation for you. We not talk about nothing in the government.
And that's the point Glasgow made earlier, that the importance of advertisement.
The whole meeting was about St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we're not allowed to have our phone in the building. So I had to go out to my car now and email him and pictures from my last trip home.
Yes.
So right now, St. Vincent, I tongue, because of T20 cricket. So me, who was a critic, saying the money spent good.
I support you. I support you with that.
Brother, maybe just criticize the government plenty, and nobody don't give ULP more than me. But me call them for giving them praise tonight.
We appreciate
big up to the ULP for investing in Annisville Sporting Complex to make T20 cricket a possibility and putting St. Vincent on a global economical front as far as marketing is concerned.
Definitely.
And I just reaching out to the people, them make sure you maintain it properly, and to the citizens, this is all of our thing, and treat it as such, because only so much the government could do to maintain it. We have to take some sense of pride in everything and take care. If you see a piece of paper, pick it up and put it in a trash can.
Yes.
Don't destroy the thing, because the government do what they're supposed to do. It's up to us now to take it to another level.
Yes, I agree with you, Max. And we really appreciate the sentiments that you express for the ULP and the development and sports culture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Brother, if me see good, me can't come see a bad. That was a great thing the ULP have done for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And me have to give them credit. And like your co-host said, if not Argyle, it would have never been possible, because of Argyle, me just come home regular.
Yes.
Straight flight.
Definitely.
Big up. Yes. Yeah, big up all yourself. Yeah,
and thanks for calling, Max. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
We could end the program now.
But yes, definitely. Okay. Mission accomplished. You have a call. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. DeFreitas. How are you?
Good evening.
You have me
You have me shouting.
Yes. Why?
Because I didn't know you. I didn't you call him, so that's why.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, you know, you're so deceitful and wicked. You're saying that you ain't gonna call for Canada. But here, wait, Mr. Glasgow, my friend, good evening.
Hey, good evening
But-
to you. It's okay, you know, you could go straight into to the licks.
But your hair glass will defend you?
But
Oh.
but he well, I know, but he no, Glasgow. When you get too much food from one place, you forget the first one where you eat, now the last one, right? Kingsley, well, what I hear you look so good. What me have you ended up something up there, you know?
No, well, hey, what happened? You know, I went by a
Mm.
particular friend and she encouraged me that I have to groom up. So I took her advice, okay? Yeah, right.
Okay, great. Mrs. Jones, good evening, my friend. Mary, good evening.
Yeah.
And Gloria,
She
I'm
deserved
not
that. She
hearing you.
deserved that.
Gloria, if you're making lots of money, it's all right, you know, I'm in your corner. Mr. Mason. Max, good evening. This is Anta, well, Anita, known as Anta. My friend in Barbados, he must be cracking up because every time you talk, he would call me. The other day he called me, he said, he didn't remember me. He said, what happened to that guy, you know, that who speak the Vincentian dialogue? More, I like to hear him more. When I don't hear you, I feel good. So I know if he's listening to that, Max, he tell he must be cracking up with that dialect.
Yes.
But I don't know if he's listening to him because I haven't heard him like about 2 weeks the last time I know it was internet. But I hope all is well and he's
Okay.
listening.
Yes.
Mr. Horn, if you are listening, you're on your glee tonight, Max make you day. But listen, I only saying good night, you know, I am listening to all the good things. Glasgow, what a day. What Ralph concert, even when he could only his name would be called. I mean, Glasgow, I ain't talking politics.
Mm-mm.
Let me even talk like if I am born lame and I could die one.
Yeah.
This man, had it not been God just make the man with wisdom, we can't done. And you mean to say that, I mean, they can't even agree with him? Lord of his mercy. I am lost for words. When I listen, no, serious, Kingsley, when I listen to the people overseas, what is guy name? Oh God, Andrew Mason.
Yeah.
He don't talk without he praise or concert.
Yes.
You understand? And he's not perfect and he will never be perfect because he's not God. Only Kingsley will
He
tell
is.
like on me because that I say he's my God. I would never say that. I don't drink and I ain't going crazy if they send me. So I wouldn't say something like that. My God is above. But I mean, I adore the man earthly because he just will stick out his neck to put St. Vincent on the map. Glasgow, when I first came in, I sit down and he was say, oh, where you from? Jamaica? And all I used to respond to them is only Jamaica, you know?
Mhm.
I am from St. Vincent. One white lady said to me, oh, where is that? I said, you may never know. It's the best place on earth and the nearest place to heaven. I never denounced my country.
Yeah.
But now everybody knows where St. Vincent is. And I'm tapping my shoulder. Ralph Gonsalves, you are not only my personal friend, you are the Prime Minister of St. Vincent. And I pray that God will give you the time on earth that you will do what you always say, unfinished task. Thanks to you, sir. If you're not listening, somebody will tell you. This is your princess. That's how he addressed me, Anita. Kingsley, I'm listening. You have a good night.
Yeah, thank you for
And
calling.
you call me tomorrow, okay? I have to tell you
Yeah, because I have a message for you from our friend that we saw yesterday. Okay, so we get the message tomorrow. Yes,
Oh,
but she's listening.
Okay.
She told me she was going to listen. Yeah.
yes. Oh, and my friend in restaurant, maybe before she take me to task. You're on your glee tonight, baby. It is on because, hey, the last 2 weeks, 10 o'clock a day, me bed phone. What happened to Kingsley? Yeah, right. He ain't come on me there. Wait. I said, but then if you see 9 o'clock, yeah, him, why you don't go to bed? So she's on tonight.
Yeah.
All right, my
All
friend.
right, thank you for calling, Anta.
Kamal,
Yeah.
what happened to you on Sunday?
Kamal, you were missing on Sunday?
Because unlike Kingsley, I don't really put out certain businesses on the radio.
No. I don't need you to know your business, but you have me sit down here with, I mean,
Now
the
you're alone.
songs, I enjoy them, but then you have my concern was just if you are okay, that's all. You know?
Oh,
Well, you know,
okay. I'm fine.
King-
I'm fine.
King-
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, you didn't blow in the right direction though. And Kingsley Martin, I know back there, and I start this business, so you'll talk my son. I got
One of you
Alright.
was saying tell Kingsley something.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a blessed night.
Yeah. 457-9997. You can call us there, send us your WhatsApp. Let me say good evening to my sisters. It's good to know that Anne-Marie is listening, Valerie and Walker. Good evening.
Pleasant good evening, Fruity.
Good evening, former commissioner.
Good night, brother Glasgow.
Good night to you.
And I must say fresh and good night to my cousin Anta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, things you didn't know that, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah. And Anta's my cousin.
Okay.
And very, very, very close and personal friend.
Well, it's good to know that she's your cousin because I tell you, she separate on she cousin name on a piece of paper for me. Yeah.
No comment with that. No, first, I am an ardent listener to your program. I tend to listen to once. If it's two program, I listen to it is Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yes.
And WFM.
Yeah, because we have the best program. You're right.
This is actually first time I'm calling in, and I have to call in tonight.
Yes.
In conjunction with what took place, and they do revive honestly in Plainfield.
Definitely.
Not only we had cricket, international cricket again, but what took place for the 5 matches,
The games.
it will always be etched in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yes.
What is unique about each of these games, Kingsley and Mr. Glasgow,
Yes.
is that there was no West Indies team. So people was of the opinion that, well, it won't be supported. And the very first match, because I really thought that St. Vincent was part of Nepal because the support that was handed out.
Yes.
And the second match meant the same thing. But Saturday's game was, I think it was actually, it was, man, I can't find words. And last night game again, it's historic. And if it's one thing I have to say, after these 5 games, these 5 matches that was played at the Honestly playing field, the revive,
Yes.
the rejuvenated Honestly playing field, the dance don't have to pay for the light. After these games, the dance don't have to pay for the light. But one of the other reasons why I call into is because early on when you started, you and Brother Glasgow, you made some comments, and I just want to butt in with this part. Is that the DPP will be appealing the decision
Upon the street ballot.
of what took place in the matter.
Yes.
It is not illegal. That is within the right and within the Constitution and within the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
But I did say that.
Yes, I know that, but some people say, okay, they played it, and you know how we carry on.
Yes.
But I just want people to know that it is within the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that they can appeal. By and large, it might be the same result, but that is within the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
And I know that you're right, and I said it to Mr. Glass when we were done, and I said it.
I know you said it. I only supporting you what you said.
Yes.
What you stated, I only supporting you.
Yes.
And Brother Glasgow,
Yes, my brother.
I know you keep calling you defender. You continue defending.
I will defend what is good. I will defend.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know that, innit?
But
You know that because I hear sometimes I listen with who's the defender, Mr. Glasgow or Kingsley.
oh well, I was coming to that.
Yeah, Kingsley is a friend of truth.
In recent times, he's doing more defending than I am.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Kingsley is a friend of truth, and we go way back.
Yes. Yes.
We go way back, and I refer to him free till he called me free.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's how it is. But you keep up the good work,
Yes.
Kingsley, and
thank you for calling.
I am well. I always be proud, Vincentian, but after these 5 games, oh my goodness,
Even more proud.
Yes.
I'm no longer Vincentian, I'm a Vinci.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for calling, sir.
Keep up the good work, gentlemen,
All right.
and continue carry on the program.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
But he
You
said,
too.
but he said that I comes over as a defender. Yes, I have to defend St. Vincent and the Grenadines when it is necessary.
Yeah.
And when I'm going to say I do something good, I must be able to say it is good.
Yeah.
Because every single Vincentian will benefit from the developments that taking place in Vincent and the Grenadines. Right?
Yeah.
Becker, mate, you have any WhatsApp there? You have some WhatsApp there while reading? If you ain't while reading, just show me the beam, man. Yeah. Yeah, let me still give it to my friend Becker, mate. Becker, mate, I'm hoping to hear from you. I want to hear your legal expertise and my commentary on the issues surrounding the Asian game.
Somebody saying that good night, Kingsley and guests. I don't think you guys have a full understanding of the court system. And I am suggesting that both of you be more circumspect about your utterance concerning the court system. Thank you for your time.
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't think I went overboard. I think I stick to the layman standpoint, and we just decided to hit it on that level. So I don't think there's anything I said and may say tonight will put me in jeopardy of nothing.
And the guests, all the guests is saying it's too long.
Yeah.
Justice delayed is justice denied. So I don't understand.
I don't subscribe to that.
The reason for our knowledge, lack of knowledge as it relates to the system. I mean, we, as a layman, I am just saying that it's really too long.
Yeah, but Glasgow, there are some Vincentians who are doing what they're doing because they are confined with their conform and confined with their contract. We need people like Adriana King. We need people like Patrick Knights King. We need people like Lucette King. There are always room for people who critique and criticize because they may come over as quote unquote NDP supporters. That doesn't mean that I have to stifle my conscience. I said it earlier that I'm disturbed of what took place. And Glasgow just maintaining that justice denied is something that we should encourage.
Yes, and I think clearly the magistrate recognized and is in agreement with us too.
Exactly. And that is why you advise us to
the
stay in the
magistrate,
matter.
of course, clearly.
Yeah, we have a caller. 457-9997. Let me say good evening to all those folks who are viewing us live on our Facebook feed. It's good to know that you're listening. We probably go up there, and if you don't have a battle royale, Kama will tell you what is being said. But if we don't hear you comment on anything you say on our Facebook live, is that we free to talk?
I just peep on somebody say you look handsome tonight.
Oh, I hope it's not a man though telling me so. I hope it's my sister telling me so.
Actually, it's his sister.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, okay, let's take the caller.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, Queens.
Commissioner Charles talk longer on your program than he would talk for 4 hours and a half on Shake Up.
But hey, here's something, right? Here's something, Queens. Yeah. That's a good observation. I was going to say to him that he better off here than over there because he made a wonderful presentation and he made a whole heap of more sense than he normally said. And here what happened. It's because the research officer don't know the talent of the man and he don't give him enough time to express himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ferdinand don't give him a chance to talk. I like when Crystal was on with Ferdinand, and he couldn't handle Crystal, and he probably was really glad when they moved Crystal off. Even Caddy out of Philadelphia recognized that and talked about it.
Yes.
there's a show called You Are the Weakest Link. 49, you are the weakest link that Shake Up ever had. The weakest host. When the other guys was on, Hans King, Crick, even Frankie Silva and the others, they got lots and lots of calls.
I love it. He could defend himself.
Since you take over Shake Up, they get less than 5 callers, and you're not knowledgeable as you think you are. You would message Jomo when he's on Boom in the morning. You would message Jomo when he's on his night program. You would message Hot 97, and you won't call them and debate them. Huh? Field Marshall used to call the programs and debate people. Hans King used to do it. You are the weakest link. You should just keep you as the research officer, but don't put you on the air and leave you to cut out the tapes that you cut out and to play. Leave you to do that job to cut tapes for another host to play.
Okay.
Like the stuff that Max said today, I know you're gonna cut that out and play that on your program. Yeah.
But here's something. Here's something.
Mr. Ferdinand.
Here's something. I heard you on the Battle Royal and Nice Radio. You're not getting anywhere with those guys, you know. I heard you Saturday trying to make a point there. Oh Lord, I tell you.
No, I didn't. I wasn't debating them Saturday.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't debating them. I just relayed something that I heard when they said the economy grow. I'm not there to battle them every Saturday, no. It's just certain thing I would battle them on, if you notice.
Yes.
When it comes to Sanders, I would defend Sanders and maybe other issues. But I'm not there to really battle them on everything that they say.
Okay.
I agree with a lot of stuff they say.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
so
then. Thank you, Queen.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. You will hear from Augustine Fordham tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm hoping my friend.
They will deal with that over there.
Yeah, over there. I'm hoping to hear from my friend tonight. Candyman, I'm hoping to hear from you. Good evening. I have a bone to pick with you, Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm a bit upset with you. You know why I say I'm upset with you?
Hold on. Let me just say good night. So, Mr.
I love that. Thank you. Blessed and good night to you, Mr. Weeks.
Yeah. Let me go now, Kingsley. Go ahead.
I heard you doing some commentary on WFM on mornings, and when I hear you doing this commentary, I feel a little disheartened, because you know why? When I sat here on the morning program, I went to Jules, and I said, Jules, I'm recommending that Mr. Weeks have some time on my program. He said, you want to be amplified? I said, yes, because Mr. Weeks is a knowledgeable fellow. And I felt so discouraged when I hear you on mornings, and I'm no longer part of the morning show. So I wonder why you treat me so.
So you ready to come back?
Oh, you're not ready to come back? You and Dr. Cleve Scott, they have some level of influence and Jules. So if all is taken back, you could give me back the job. Yeah.
That Jules always asks you to come back?
Well, he never stopped me, you know. He just told me they were going to revive the program, and I took a leave after them, but I'm actually missing the program. Because when I heard you the morning, I said, wow, Mr. Weeks a part here. So when I don't hear you boom there, I come here to look for you, you know what I mean?
Well, I called you to tell you.
Uh-huh.
I heard you asking for me to respond. I called you to tell you I don't really listen to that person much anymore.
Yeah, because I think that you are well placed to speak on what was being spoken that particular morning, and I just decided to express my frustration because I was hoping to learn something from the knowledge that you have. And I think that you disappoint me that particular morning by not commenting on what was said. But now you tell me you're not paying much attention to him. You remind me of Dr. Cox. I drove him sometime last week. He came to the cricket. Go ahead.
So if you want to listen, if you want to hear me, you know where to find me.
Definitely. Yes.
You sing a song and come back home. Sing.
Yes.
Sing a song and come back home.
Well, I'll do that. I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how's everything?
So I am good, I'm very good. Thanks for asking.
And the cricket and thing, did you pay attention to the cricket and you heard about the activities that we had at Annisvale complex?
Yeah, I follow the cricket.
Yes.
I follow the cricket. I am a lover of sports, and you say you listen to me, so you would know that I was always proud of
Yes.
the work we did at Annisvale.
Definitely.
Since the beginning of the year, I was talking about the excited first half of the year that we were going to have.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that,
Yes,
Kingsley,
yes.
as a country, as an economy. And now that you've gotten here at the end of the first half, it seems to me like it's just going to continue. So people like you're in good stead, Kingsley.
Yes. Glasgow said something to me on the way down, and I'm not going to say what he said, but what he said makes sense. And you just instituting that development that's taking place. Best place to speak. And Mr. Weeks, I heard you make a comment, and I heard somebody saying it yesterday, and I had to correct them because they were saying over the last couple of weeks, all the hotels were filled, and that is not true. That is not true, and I think I agree with you. You say that commentary was doing a disservice because I went to a place today, it's Airbnb bread and breakfast. Mr. Weeks, it took me an hour to find a place which is only half an hour drive because you know why? It is not properly registered, and they not want to register because as the Minister of Tourism saying, it's registered, they might cost them a little bit more too. But it created a frustration for me to find. I actually went to a dead end before I find this place. So I agree with you.
Yeah, you have to learn to use the technology, Kingsley.
Well, I'm not so technical. Technology can sacrifice that, especially when.
Because,
Yes.
You have a smartphone.
Yes, I have one. Somebody.
You have to learn to use it.
Yeah, Mr. Lucas. Yeah, good night, Mr. Lucas. You know return good night for. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not hearing you.
No, I said you asked me if I have a smartphone. I very good support of the ULP. Give me a phone last Wednesday, and it is a Samsung Galaxy, and it is a good quality phone. So I could learn. I have a nephew whose name is, we call him Alfred, who is savvy on these technical things, and he's teaching me a thing or two how to get. So I'm getting there.
Yeah, so you use the Google Maps, man.
Yes, man.
And you follow the road right to the house. You just describe where the house is.
Yes.
And you just follow the road.
Yes.
Right to the house. You have to ask nobody no question. Different direction.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, the point that you're making is an important one. These small enterprises, these are what help the money that is coming in as a result of the activities that we have. And remember, we're not doing much to export in terms of goods right now.
Yes.
So these persons with the small accommodation, you have to remember them.
Yes.
And you're having carnival, you're having cricket, and you're gone and you're telling the international community that all the rooms are gone.
Exactly.
But you're encouraging people to stop look.
Yeah. And I thought that was a profound statement you made because I actually do this every year, Mr. Weeks. I go around and check the hotels, the mainstream hotels, to see and hear about the occupancy rate during the carnival time. You'll be surprised, Mr. Weeks. They didn't do too well. But I did make an inquiry of some of the hotels, and one who's sitting on the beach when the sun set tell me they are full to capacity. And I was a bit surprised.
I believe the main hotels, as the ones in the association, are doing extremely good business, Kingsley. Yes. I have been to a hotel, and small hotel, very good hotel, and the folks are saying, well, they just don't have enough room.
Yes.
But there are rooms that are available. persons will come and stay in the Airbnb, but they will still visit the restaurants
Yes,
that are part of these larger establishments
yes, yes,
and spend money there.
yes.
And I was making the point that we're not exporting a lot of goods directly. We're not putting them in boxes and that, and sending them overseas. But if we bring people here and they eat what we produce, it is as good as if we, or even better,
If we export,
than if we
yes.
send them overseas.
No, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right.
I always say the Sandals and the Marriott, when it is completed, is as good as any geese boat.
Yes.
It is as good as any geese boat, Kingsley, because you bring persons here and they will eat as much of our local produce, not as many bananas as we did, but they will eat a variety of local produce.
Yes, yes.
Probably equivalent to what the geese boat will take out.
Yes.
And we will get more money for it when they eat it here, because the chef, his service will be added to the price.
Definitely.
That the farmer got to it.
Yes.
Got for it. So, Kingsley, you're in a good place, man, for the rest of the year and beyond.
Yes.
I think things are bright with you.
Well, I thank you for your support, and I hope that what you say will manifest itself really, and I will continue to try my best. Yes.
I was hoping that Alan would call you, though.
Oh yes. I think he will call because I spoke to him today, but I said to him I'm going to make a statement, and I think he was looking forward to the statement. So I'm hoping that he called and deal with something more tangible than he did for the last time when he called it. I agree to you.
That's my schoolmate, Kingsley.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When I was younger, Mr. Weeks, I used to try to be his friend because he never appeared to be friendly, but over a period of time, when he sang that calypso, I was so impressed with him, and we became very good friends. But when he made a call here and he makes shivers go up my spine when my own friend, my long-time friend, threatened to take me apart. But I think we're walking around that anyhow.
No, not about them.
Yeah.
May I ask a question, Mr. Weeks? How is your sons? Those boys, they love cricket. What happened to their cricket?
Yeah. Well, as you grow older,
yes,
to Glasgow, you have other interests.
Yes.
You have other interests.
Yes.
And there are many of us when we leave and go overseas to school. When we come back, we don't go back in. The one that had excelled the best, he lived overseas. He never really came back.
Okay.
He never came back to live. That is, so he's now living in the States. So I guess the cricket gone.
Right.
Maybe one of these days he might come back and be part of the.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
So, Kingsley, I am looking forward to Alan call. That was my friend, I don't know if you
well, I think you saying that will encourage him to call anyhow. So let's hope he calls tonight.
I remember him and I walking from town to Annisfield to go to sports.
Yes. Yes.
And I believe Calypsonians, I believe Papi is an honest man. I believe he speaks the truth. Remember, Papi is the man who don't care if he gets one less friend.
Yeah. I remember that song.
Yeah.
Three less friends.
I believe he speaks the truth. And the way he put it across, he's not fearful of any.
Well, I tell you something, Mr. Weeks. I tell you something. My friend Frank De Silva, who records everything, said to me, he listened to the tape, and when he heard the level of consistency, he told me I have nothing to worry about, because as you saying, he think that something or in the mark or beside the pistol, right? Put it that way.
Yeah, but you don't have to speak Kingsley, because I don't want you to put the station in any trouble. But me personally believe he's speaking the truth.
Okay, Mr. Weeks.
Yeah, so let me leave some time so that I hope my friend will call tonight and enlighten us.
Okay.
And as I say, let him, I mean, the guy is still an excellent writer, you know.
Yes.
Kingsley.
Yes, yes.
If you see his postings on Facebook, you know.
Well,
hasn't lost.
when he asked me today if I pay attention to them, I tell him I pay attention to anything on the media, anything. Like when I buy a newspaper, Mr. Weeks, I read it from back to front. I read advertisement, everything. I'm a newspaper advocate. I'm getting more gravitated to
He
this.
has not lost anything, Kingsley.
Yeah.
The guy gets wiser as he gets older.
Yes.
As Mr. Grascon, you and I will know, age brings reason.
Yes.
And I believe that he's very hurt, and I hope that he gets justice.
Yes, sir.
So can you find me here at 7:45 in the morning?
Yes. I'm in tune. I'm in tune. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Glasgow.
You have a good night.
Good night.
All right,
All
sir.
right, thanks. Good.
Right. But hey, what happened? Anne-Marie, I see you calling. You can call back after we take the advertisement. This program is coming to you. Compliments. Basil's Bar, if I am downstairs, the Cobblestone, obliquely opposite the Mariners Hotel and in Mustique. So we take a break and we'll be right back.
Whatever you are celebrating, birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life, the place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an exquisite ambiance. We have a set menu and 3 a la carte menus to choose from, and we are flexible to all requests. We go above and beyond to serve you. Basil's Bar Kingstown, where it's more than just a meal, it's an adventure. Call for reservations at 457-2713.
It's Feedback with host Kingsley De Freitas. This and every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. for 2 full hours, right here on WeFM 99.9. Join him as he brings different guests weekly on this informative and interactive program. It's Feedback. To be a part of the Feedback program, call us at 457-9997 or send us a WhatsApp at 457-9997. It's Feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Leave me alone. Oh, I beg you, come off me, boy. Come on, nigga. Oh, no. Go, mama, go, mama, go, mama. You tell me stand up. You tell me be strong. Hold up your head up high. Look up in the sky. You tell me hold on. Never let go. Do the thing that is right so that you will see tomorrow. Tell me all of my head eye. Brothers reaching to the sky. Tell me don't cry, my son, don't you cry. Tell me all of my head eye. No all of them who jealous I. Tell me be strong, conscious youth be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies, jump on me enemies, jump on them, jump on them, jump.
I just love this song here. 16 minutes, 30 seconds after 9, you listen to WeFM, the Clean Fresh song. I'm going straight to the lines. Special good evening to you. Hello.
Good night, Kingsley. Good night, Kamal. And good night, Mr. Glasgow.
Good night.
Well, you know, Kingsley, I had to call in to say how you're looking so handsome tonight.
Well, I took off most of my hair because I was told by a very good friend that I need to groove up myself looking nice. I take her advice. Yes.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks good. You should keep it that way.
Yeah, I promise
know,
that I promise that will be the new face of WeFM. I'm gonna keep it groove up for WeFM, especially on the children. How is Marcus?
Everybody's doing great. Everybody's doing great. He should be over here. He should come to my house on Saturday because they're going out. Him and his wife going out.
And how's the baby?
So, yeah, he's doing good too. He's 3 months already.
Yeah, and Crystal and Destiny.
Yeah, well, school is on vacation now, so they're pretty much home doing nothing.
Yeah, don't forget to wrap this strap around your shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
But they good. They're good. They're good girls.
They behaving themselves.
Yeah, they're good girls.
Yeah,
Okay. But you keeping good? Otherwise, are you okay?
Physically, I'm getting better. I got some assistance from Anissa Batis, and what she gave me, it appears that it is working. So I'm feeling much better these days. Okay. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Val is watching the show as well, so she told me to say hi to you. Well, if you look on the live, she said you look handsome as well.
The Blanny talk tonight to see you good. Yeah, but everything is okay. Like I say, I feel much better. Last week I was having some difficulty with breathing, but I went to Dr. Sabota Caesar's wife, and she gave me some treatment, and I'm much better. And like I say, Anissa Batis gave me something that I didn't know of, and I'm actually feeling much better physically after taking that. Yes.
Yeah, I remember when she had called into the program.
Yes, when she came at
the
she came at the Agra International Airport and bring it there for me. And since she did it,
oh good.
What I did, I took it to the doctor to see if, and the doctor was not suggesting. I told the doctor, tell me to stop taking the treatment she gave me and use what Anissa gave me, and I think I'm getting much better. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, good to hear from you, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate that.
Take care.
Yeah.
All
okay.
right, bye.
Right. That's the family tree, Glasgow.
I know.
Yeah. You have any WhatsApp? Come on. WhatsApp. Watch while reading. If you don't watch while reading, just show me the garbage bin one time. 4579997. I'm hoping to hear from. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
Good evening, sir. Is this Kingsley?
Yes, sir. And we expect you to call, and Mr. Weeks expect you to call. So we really appreciate you taking some time off to call tonight.
Well, sir, I must say I feel very grateful that and I really appreciate the decision that was made to lift what seemed like a ban.
Well, I give her some thoughts, and I remember when you were here, and Mr. Weeks just pointed out that you're not any ordinary citizen, and you should be given a chance to make your presentation.
Wow.
Yeah, so
You serious?
Yeah. Mr. Weeks spoke very highly of you a while ago.
Yeah, I heard Mr. Weeks. You know, Kingsley, during the COVID period, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was put in what they call Facebook jail.
Well, when I first heard the term, I was wondering why it is, but my nephew explained to me why it is. I said, oh, that's why it is. Because like I said to Mr. Weeks, I'm not technically savvy. I'm getting better every day. But when I first heard it, I thought it was a physical jail, but I didn't know it was just a band jail.
Yeah, but this feedback jail that I get put in, it was way longer than any of the Facebook jail. And a matter of fact, I think it was my first call I ever made with you on the program.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So I really did start off on a wrong foot then.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
I must say, I really do appreciate the comments that Mr. Weeks made.
Yes.
And I would like to assure him everything I said is true. I cannot afford to tell a lie on anyone, especially the individuals who I spoke about.
Yes.
Okay. There are individuals I admired. There are individuals I still respect, but they say you have to love the sinner, but not the sin.
Yes, yes, yes.
So even if you hear me go over a little board, or you read something, I went overboard a little bit, but it's all within context, right?
Yes.
Your station is not the only one who seem to have blocked me. And
I don't think the station did it, but I took it upon myself to do that. Yes, I didn't.
I thought you told me that they say I can't do it.
No, I think
okay. So
that was
what happened as a result of that?
Mm-hmm.
I was encouraged by my family to take the initiative, and they have assisted me in creating my own YouTube channel.
Yes, yes.
So I am dealing with the subject in videos.
Mm-hmm.
I have done 2 so far, and I think you starring in the 2 of them. I think Yeah. So I have done 2 so far, and I am currently working on the 3rd one,
yes.
which is actually getting into the actual case.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Now in the first one, I did mention something about some scamming which seemed to be going on, in where I got a message from someone claiming to be Mr. Eustace. I don't know if you saw the first video with that. I haven't gotten any feedback as to whether Mr. Eustace acknowledged, so he could let the public know that it was not him and it is not him, because other people said they got the same message. The amazing thing is, I got one last week from Mr. Lansford Weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I am like, okay, why are people who I think are people of some significance in St. Vincent contacting me, after this whole thing went down? And I said, let me feel this one out, just like how I tried to feel out the one who was supposed to be Mr. Eustace. So I asked Mr. Lansford Weeks, hey, your name seems familiar to me. Do I know you from somewhere? No, Lansford and I went to school together.
You just said that.
Okay. Yeah, we were good friends. And I am like, do I know you from somewhere? Could you tell me where I know you from? And this person kept beating around the bush, and I keep pushing. Your name, could you tell me? Anyhow, it is, it says real, and it says Lansford Weeks, and it has a picture of, I checked Mr. Weeks' actual profile, and it has the same picture.
Yes.
I think with him standing with a cane in his hand.
Yes.
All right. So I just want to also notify him and the public in general that there might be scammers who are using their profile. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't allow this person to go too far, because they still can't answer me as to where I know them from or where they know me from.
Okay.
But the one with Mr. Eustace, who did say that he was the former prime minister and that he was working on some kind of poverty alleviation, something, whatever it is.
Yes.
The other person who was contacted said that they had required him to give information, personal information. So we are concerned that there might be some people who might have given information, believing it genuinely to be Mr. Eustace.
Okay.
So I was hoping that Mr. Eustace or the NDP would have said something, but I don't think I am in their good graces right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I am hoping that, somebody would look into this and notify the public that there are scammers out there. And it doesn't have to be many scammers. It could be the same one scammer taking different people's profiles and,
Yes.
and trying to get personal information from people.
Someone wanted to ask you a question. They want to know if you have written any calypso and given by to sing this year, or if you've done it singing calypso.
No. Here what happened. You see that issue that I was speaking about that caused the whole thing
thing. Yes.
there are some people who would rather I had written a calypso about it, because this way, after Carnival, nobody cares about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody is in a hype at Carnival when you say certain things about what is happening and so on. But they still at the end treat it like entertainment.
Okay.
This matter is not entertainment. This matter is a matter of national security. Okay? And what has happened to my family, I know since I've been talking about, I've been hearing from other people what they have gone through. And some of them don't have they say the courage that I have. And some of them can't afford, as they said, they don't have money to pay lawyer or close the way to court. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my objective is to speak on behalf of those who can't speak for themselves.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And sometimes when we look at the giants that we have to stand up against, you know, it is frightening. And I'm telling you, this case is frightening because of the giants who are involved. And a lot of people would not believe the things that are involved in this. That's why I'm doing it in a series of videos. My family has helped me set up a YouTube page, our YouTube channel, which is
somebody is saying to you, in the interest of not saying anything that you shouldn't say, they are saying let them know where and how they could find your YouTube. Please, so you gonna let them know that.
Yeah, it is Think Free, Talk Free.
Okay, type in that and that should show up.
Yeah, THINKFRW, TALKFRW.
Yes. Where somebody who has a legal mind who is listening, suggest that.
Okay.
Leave it right there and just let us know where you can find the particular video. Yes. So
but I just want everybody to know my objective is nothing that is thing. It's just that I want the public to be enlightened as to what is happening. We all have been complaining about the judicial, we complain about police, we complain about everything, but nobody ever wants to come forward and bring evidence.
Yes.
So I am putting myself on the line. I'm not scared about being sued for defamation or anything, because I'm not defaming anybody. Okay, I'm just speaking the truth. Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I appreciate the fact that the ban has been lifted and free at last. Once again, I'm free at last. You know, Marty had a song. Yes, my friend, my good friend, with the pan street again. Right?
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. So, Mr. Lansford Weeks, thanks for the encouragement. And I would like to assure you that, I must also say that I have been advised not to return to St. Vincent. Okay. And that is based on a statement that was made to me by a former magistrate back in 1998. Okay.
So leave it where it is until we speak again. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks again, Kingsley.
Yes,
and
man.
I look forward to making a contribution to your program and anything for the development of my nation.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. God bless you, buddy. Good night.
Okay.
And I'm glad to see you up and about again.
Yes, I'm getting better. Yes. Okay.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Time in St. Vincent and Grenade is 29 minutes, 30 seconds on to 10 o'clock. You listen to WeFM. We are located at Windy Point, St. Vincent, and you hear us on frequency assigned 99.9. Those of you who have in your conversation, and let me say good evening to Jacqueline Jordan. Hope that you're listening. Let me say good evening to Val Matthias' mom, Mrs. Freddie Ballantyne, and all those persons who didn't hear me last week. Franklin Silver, can't forget your word. Honest to Cook. Yeah, I found out that Honest to Cook has a very special place in his heart for me. I getting some good response. Come on, any WhatsApp there? See if you see them the what while. That for those persons who follow us on our WeFM page, we got to see that the page is all decked off, but we can't comment on some of the commentary because the language is too strong for radio. But you could do your thing up there, no problem wrong with that. Or you can send us a text at 45 at 799.97, and you could give us a call right there. We have another.
I know.
20
I know.
minutes.
When they stepped out, but Bongo Shaka was saying to Glasgow to stop saying the underdog team. He must say the underrated team.
Yeah,
Respect is due to those teams.
I think Glasgow's repeating what was said by some person who have some level of influence on Glasgow. So he noticed on Facebook that person took a beating by the comments and commentary made by persons when that particular gentleman did refer to what you call them? Underdogs?
Underdog.
Bongo Shaka said they're underrated.
You should say underrated.
Okay, it's good to know. Let's take a break and we'll be back. Just going to see if Glass ready to come again. And we get some water.
Birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life. The place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an exquisite ambiance. We have a set menu and 3 a la carte menus to choose from, and we are flexible to all requests. We go above and beyond to serve you. Basil's Bar Kingstown, where it's more than just a meal, it's an adventure. Call for reservations at 457-2713.
It's Feedback with host Kingsley De Freitas. This and every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. for 2 full hours, right here on WeFM 99.9. Join him as he brings different guests weekly on this informative and interactive program. It's Feedback. To be a part of the Feedback program, call us at 457-9997 or send us a WhatsApp at 457-9997. It's Feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Leave me alone. Oh, I beg you, come off me, boy. Come on, nigga. Oh, nigga. Go, mama, go, mama, go, mama. Watch this. You tell me stand up. You tell me be strong. Hold up your head up high. Look up in the sky. You tell me hold on. Never let go. Do the thing that is right so that you will see tomorrow. You tell me hold up my head high. The world has reached into the sky. Tell me don't cry, my son, don't you cry. Tell me all on my head high, no all of them who jealous I. Tell me be strong, be strong, be strong. Conscious youth, be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me trample me enemies, trample me enemies, trample them, trample them, trample them until they're dead. Oh, come on, lady, come on, lady. Mama.
25 minutes on to 10 o'clock. WeFM, the Keen Fresh song. We seem to have a caller. Good evening.
Yes, Alexa, volume down. Glasgow.
Glasgow step out. Like he had diary.
Casey, why you wouldn't learn to behave yourself?
No, you ask the glass and tell her he gone outside.
Okay, and stop there. Jeez.
I know, Carmen.
What's supposed to tell anything?
Well, you know, I didn't say okay diary here, you know.
Diary.
Come on,
I only have one diary.
but here, Glasgow, come back.
Not yet. You know, he man look at diary.
He again.
Yeah, you have to rub it in. But here, you know, but everybody, come on here, you know, by himself, you know, because good night, Anne Marie. As she told me, he listened to nobody but himself. But here, I am so grateful, and I can't explain how I feel.
Glasgow reach back.
Everybody.
Glasgow reach back.
Glasgow.
Put a headphone and I want to talk to you. Yeah, you ready now?
Yeah, Glasgow, on your way home, I wish that you could pound some sense in your friend head, because hey, that's the best time to talk to him. When he in the car, you have to listen.
You guys run me off the road.
He gone?
You run me off the road?
No, he ain't run you off the road.
Okay.
Now listen, he's right there and he can tell you, if he had listened to this bush doctor here, he would have been in a better position than tonight. He would have been getting everything I tell. Use me doctor. Use me doctor. You know how long? And let him tell me an A, because he doesn't see anything you want on it. Let him condemn me an A tonight and say, Anta, you lied. You think it's now I've been begging him to go see that doctor where he prays tonight, that he know that he went where he's feeling better? Mr. De Freitas, am I lying?
No, you said to me in a nice way, you think I should change my medical practice, you know? And I did exactly
and
what
I
you
suggested that same moment.
Yes. So
And
you have to take credit for
and
that
at one time, I didn't want him to get mad with me. I was saying, you put in politics in front here, the woman is a professional, just go there. And the first time he went, look at what result he get. One time, he was talking to me on the phone, and just how he tell me how his legs and how his knees were feeling. I said, are you taking XYZ vitamin? No. I said, well, here, get some. You always want to play doctor. I go and the doctor today. He went to the doctor, Glasgow. He called me when he come out, and he was laughing. I said, what did she say? He said, boy, I didn't even have to tell you this suggestion. By the time I tell you how I'm feeling, and all in minute, he said, look, I had the paper here. She gave me, am I lying, Kingsley?
No, you're right.
And I could go on and go on.
No, but
it's
facts is facts. I have my medical practitioner, you know, who I deal with. But when I went and took your advice, I went to Suboto Caesar's wife. I'm in a position to say, so far, I'm mentioning the word properly. I feel much more comfortable. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I look how much people commenting tonight. Glasgow, it is one thing. Listen, I'm a diabetic. I'm Glasgow. This year is 44 years. If I don't tell you, you don't know. Mm-hmm. My ophthalmologist tell me that he can watch people just by their skin and tell that they have diabetes. If I don't tell you, you don't know. I take care of my outer body just as how I take care of the inside. And I tell Kings, you have to change the way he eat. It's important. But what? He don't listen. So what I can do? If I was there when I put what on the table here or eat it, he could have eat grass. My God.
Right,
I just want to get that out.
Yeah, thank you.
But
Yeah.
I'm so glad and I feel happy, Kings, that everybody could commend it and keep it up. Change it.
But Anta, before you go, right? I have some persons I mentioned last week, and Frank is very one of them, honest to cook, and they know who they are. And Sister Anissa Baptiste, did me something good. So I am grateful for all the advice.
Yeah, it is very good, which I told you when you told me.
Yes.
It is good because I drink it often, but sweetheart, it is a treat. And little bottle of is $60.
When I inquire of it, and the Dr. Keezer told me the amount of money that size bottle will cost me, I said, Jesus, Father.
Yeah. And she's not lying. I tell you, a little bottle is like $60.
No, but I agree with you because
it's 120 Canadian dollars.
I have a bottle as big as the length of the microphone here, and if you pay the money for that, it could pay me insurance for a whole year.
No, it's true. I'm telling you, a little bottle where you will drink 3-4 times. I tell you, $60. Yeah.
Yes.
The size above that is 120 and 3 something and all of that Canadian. But it is good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Doctor.
All right, my dear. You guys get home safe.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, Doc. Okay, right. Yes. 17 minutes on to 10 o'clock. I leave in here at 5:02 because I have an extra job to do tonight to carry Mr. Glasgow straight home. And I target myself to be home by 10:30. So we only have 10 more minutes. We leave in here 5 minutes to 10 o'clock to make sure that Kamal gets home to meet his lovely wife. Okay, so send your comments and your commentary at 4579997. Yeah, good evening, Bongo Shaka.
Yeah, blessed love and greetings to you, Kingsley, and my brother, Mr. Glasgow. How are you doing, sir?
Good evening, I'm doing good.
Glasgow laughing. I wonder why.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm happy.
My brethren.
I'm happy.
Yeah, man. Defending my brethren. Yeah, and greetings to all the listeners. All the one here I call and some who meet I want to cause I have saying I defend the Prime Minister too much and whatever. I say, look, it's my family and they just shut up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't bother with these things, you know. I know how to angle. One time I just ignore man, I didn't respond to him. Just keep watching face and just chat with. Because it didn't make no sense in what he's trying to tell me, you know. Because I as you say, you give credit. Okay? I give credit where it's due. Everybody know I from radio since radio started. I criticize the NDP, I give them credit, the ULP, same thing. Okay? So I don't bother with these things. But give thanks anyway, Kingsley, for you up and around. You sound jolly and everything. And I'll give credit to Mrs. Baptiste also. To forthful in what she have been saying pertaining to the COVID situation and so she have proven herself.
Who are you talking about? Sister Anissa Baptiste? Is that I think you mean Rini Baptiste. Okay, all right. Anissa Baptiste.
No, Miss Baptiste. Yeah. Okay. So she have proven herself, so give thanks to her and just continue whatever you know you taking and make sure do some exercise also, Kingsley, and some breathing exercise.
Well, I tell you something, Bongo Shaka. I am so improving that I haven't washed my vehicle for quite some time. I get it washed by somebody, but I did it today, so that tells me that I'm getting better. I went to cut my hair, and the barber said to me, "You struggle for air when I'm shaving you the last time, but today I was relatively good, so I know that I'm improving." Yeah.
So your spirit has been renewed. So you're a new man now. So just take care of your health in particular. And the washing down you're doing, that's a good exercise. The stroking around and so on. That's very good. But I'll always encourage you to do some slow and deep breathing in the night just before you go to bed to rest up and get your oxygen and everything and blood flowing to the brain properly. You know? So I've been given a lot of people who have looked at them and they say Bongo Shaka is work, especially Randy, the supermarket brother. And he's so excited when he see when I pass there. You know, he said Bongo Shaka did what he say, man. They sing work, man. You know, I'm feeling much better and all doing it every night. I said good. So make sure you do that. But Kingsley, quickly. On the cricket, let me commend the government, the Prime Minister pushing because without he pushing a lot hard, I know he pushed hard, right? But all the other people involved, the workers, the contractors and so on, all those people partaking, even the little things like going wrong and meeting people and so on.
You're right in a bungo, because I said to Glasgow on my way down that we have to give Mrs. Tanya Myers some credit for what she did, and the spectacle showcase have to do with some of our engineering skills. And I agree with you.
Yeah, every one of them, because I don't want to call name, but I know many of us know who the names of people foremost in the front, you know, who help out a lot and make sure, because it was so, you had a lot of doubts around, you know, because people had feel that it wouldn't have worked out and we wouldn't be in time and so on. So we people in this island work very hard and during J, you know. Because you can see in our construction when things happening, you can see how one's working. So I give credit to all who participate. And you see, one thing I would say, I would criticize what I used to hear people criticizing about. Oh, why spend all this money? What kind of money will make? But see, I see it in a threefold, right? One, you like your brother Max saying, like through the cricket, he encouraged his fellow brethren and family to come forward here. It have been gone wrong throughout this whole world, because all the teams that participate, and even some countries that have no team participating, they will look at the games also. So it's like, to me, it's a free advertisement on behalf like of the tourism department, because to run an ad or commercial in a country, it costs maybe 1,000 millions per year. And it add up to me like it's about 3 to 5 years of advertisement monies that we save right there. You know, and Brother Glasgow, you know, like when you're involved in a business, if you start a business, sometimes you involve maybe $500,000, 1, 2 point something million. You don't see the return right away in certain business. It will take a while before it kick on. When you kick up, you're in full blast, man, you know? So I never criticize the whole thing. I just examine it, you know, and the greatest risk is not to take a risk. In anything you do, you must take a risk, okay? If you just sit down there, then nothing will happen, right? So I say, and Comrade man love to take risks too, you know, so, and it always come out positive. So I think it's a positive incentive, you know, when the years come by, we see what will take place and how we do it. But the whole thing is to have that vision. We have listened and saw what go on in other countries, so we can take from those happenings there and create our vision now to see how we're going to deal with cricket here. You know, my main thing is starting from the school level right up and have game that when we have a primary school game playing, we have like thousands of people inside and even make it a night game too in our I see it, you know, some night games and so have the young youths coming out and all that. So it what vision we have, you know, and I know we have some good visionary people here, but let's push the cricket from that level. Even in kindergarten, encourage teachers, cricket should be the whole talk now. Eat cricket, sleep cricket, walk cricket, talk cricket, right? Push the young youths. We have little rubber balls and little plastic bats. Start them from there, you know, and do it professionally too. Not you're having fun, but do it that children have overstanding. You explain to them about a ball, how it works, you know, all these things. So let's have vision towards it, you know. It would be good. But Kingsley last in the hotel, right? You I would listen, Mr. Weeks, right? And I was wondering to myself if it would require that all apartment hotels should be registered with the tourism department so they could put it in the advertisement and also like in Yellow Page. I don't know, but I say like they should have in whereby you have small apartment, because some people just want to go in a small cruisy apartment or you know, and not they have the middle hotels, like say carrying a 50 room or 20 room, whatever. And then you have the bigger hotels now, like Standard and all these other hotels, right? So it should not be hard for anyone to just go into their page and find it. So I'm not privy to information about how the tourism department operates, if it's mandatory that everyone must be registered, or unless you want to register, you register, whatever. But if it's not so, I'm encouraging people to get themselves advertised properly, you know, and everything, where they have 4 rooms or 6 rooms or whatever.
Yes.
You know, push that issue.
Okay then. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Kingsley, so give thanks. I'm always listening, but we have problem with it. In the 3 weeks, I didn't got no in that. I didn't want to talk and read about it.
Okay.
3 whole weeks, Kingsley, and I still have to pay my damn bill.
Yeah, okay.
The
All
3
right.
weeks, day and night.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So bless up yourself, man. Yeah,
okay.
man. Give thanks.
Yeah.
Larry, one love.
He mentioned the issue.
Come on, love.
He mentioned the issue of registration. I heard the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Carla Strain, suggesting to people who have them BNB to be registered so they could give a full true picture of the reflection of their occupancy ratings in Vincent and I am encouraging them to do that. Glass, we time for you to wrap up because we are out of here.
Wrap up already, Kingsley?
Yeah. Remember me for drop you.
I seen
Remember me
the
for drop you
program,
home,
you know. It was going so good.
Yeah. Everything good have to come to an end.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It is, and it has been a really good program, and I am glad there was this special caller who called in, you know, Kingsley, when I thought that we could finish the program right there.
Oh yes.
When you know she talked about, you know, the fact that she had her reservation.
Yes.
But now the delivery.
She's seen the development through the eyes of the people.
It has been tremendous.
Yes.
And I really want to give credit, like Shaka said, to the whole organizing committee, the local
Mike Finney, all of
organizing
them.
committee, you know, a tremendous job. They have made St. Vincent proud, you know.
Yes.
The volunteers.
But Glassy, you're right, because on our way down we were speaking about the exploits of the engineer, Mrs. Stanley Myers.
Yes.
And she's a consultative kind of person who don't really
Yes.
trump and blow her own horn. But
Yes.
I think that the organizing skill demonstrated by her was good, and the timing of the completion of the project.
Boy, it was tremendous.
So congratulations to you,
to
Ms. Stanley Myers.
all those persons,
Yes.
you know, like I said,
But I have to say, your neighbor,
the volunteers who are there to usher you to your seats
Yes.
and all these other things. Everybody who played a role, you deserve a salute.
Yes.
You know, the delivery was great.
Take a bow.
Yes, take a bow.
Take a bow.
But there is a question, you know, and something that we need to look at. Somebody raised it in terms of
maintenance,
parking. In terms of parking
in the future.
With
the development plan for Annisville.
For Annisville.
Okay, yeah.
And that is something that has to be taken into consideration.
Yes.
The tarmac.
But if
you look at the tarmac
Yeah.
and see what was happening there.
Yes.
If that area
was not available,
what
how long she had traffic jam up this
you
thing?
know, so that is something that has to be taken into serious consideration in the future.
Yeah.
Have a blessed night, everyone. See you all when we see again.
No, say day before next week, because before you win.
Oh, it gone.
Gone. I promise to be consistent. If you don't hear me in July, is because WFM will be giving some privilege to other persons who plan to spend more money at WFM in terms of sponsors and carrying live shows. But I promise to continue the consistency here. I want to thank all those persons who find ways and methods to express their thoughts and wish me well. I really appreciate that. That goes a long way. Anta, people might say I single you out, but you try, and other people. Franklin Silver, you didn't call, but I know you listen. Honest to Cook, I know you listen. Janet Matthews, well, like you abandoned me. And somebody asked me today, what about Gloria? Well, here what I'm going to do. I know I like Papa Das. I'm going to play he. I'm going to wake him up and play him, and I'll go here for we next week, Tuesday. Are you gone?
It's Feedback with host Kingsley De Freitas. This and every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. for 2 full hours. Right here on WFM 19.